everyone, so today I'm going to do my summer book haul. This is a very realistic book haul. I have 10 books to show you today, and I have been accumulating them for the past few months. And I already read them all, unlike the majority of booktubers that I see on this community, because they usually buy like 20 books a month and they read like 2 of them. So this is kind of different, but I hope that you enjoy it. So the first book that I have to show you today is a Waterstone special edition of Lord of Shadows. This book is absolutely beautiful. I already own it in the normal edition, but when I saw the pictures, I had to get him. The only problem was that it was already sold out. The only books available were in the physical stores in the UK, and I don't live in the UK, and I couldn't go to the UK just to get this book. So I was really sad that I wouldn't be able to get it, but luckily my mom's best friend went to London, so she picked up this book for me and I couldn't be happier. It's beautiful. Then I picked up When Dimple Met Rishi. This is a very cute and funny book. This is about 2 Indian main characters, Rishi and Dimple. They are very different. Dimple is very different from her parents. She just wants her independence and to get out of the house and go to college. And she is very techy, into coding and computers and apps and stuff like that. And then we have Richie. Unlike Dimple, he actually likes Indian principles, do arranged marriages and to have a good job and just to provide for his family. And he's happy to follow his parents' dreams. So, when their parents arrange this marriage between them, Rishi is all about it, but Dimple doesn't know anything. So they both go to this summer program about web development, and it follows their story together. And like I said, it's so cute and funny and easy to read. Then I bought The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I had already read Simon vs. the Homo Sapien Agenda, and it's one of my all-time favorite books. I adore that novel. So I obviously had to buy this one too. And this one is about Molly, who has already had 27 crushes but no boyfriend. She also has a twin sister, but unlike her twin sister is a lesbian and she already has many girls in her life. But she gets a very serious girlfriend, and with her comes her best friend, Will, who is this very cute and hipster boy who kind of starts getting interested in Molly. But there is also another boy, Reed, her nerdy co-worker. This book is the most diverse novel ever. Seriously. Then I got Everything Everything by Nicole Yoon. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows what this book is about because it has a movie. I haven't seen it, and I'm not sure if I will, because the trailer basically tells you everything about the movie. So, but if you don't know, this book is about a girl who has that bubble disease. She's basically allergic to everything, so she can't get out of the house. Her house has like these fancy air filters, and everything has to be sealed and very clean to get into her house. So the only people that she has contact with is her mother and her caretaker and the teachers that she speaks online to. But a boy moves next door to her and they start to become friends and maybe something more. This is a very cute book, and I actually liked it more than The Sun Is Also a Star, the other book by this author. Then finally I got A Court of Winds and Ruin. I don't even know how to explain this. This was a pre-order. I bought this book like in March because this was my most anticipated read of this year. I never wanted a book as much as I wanted this one. So I paid extra on Amazon to get it the day of release. But the interesting thing was that this came out on the 3rd of May. I got this in August. Yeah. First of all, the release of the paperbacks got delayed. They only got released in the end of May. And then they canceled my order. So they didn't send it to me. So I did my order again, I paid everything, with shipping still, and then it got lost. I emailed them, they got me another book, and then it got lost again. And then I cannot even explain how angry I was. Everyone had already read this book, even Lord of Shadows, who came out in the end of May. I got it 3 days after the release, and I didn't pay shipping. I bought it on Book Depository, and it should take 3 weeks to get it to Portugal. But it didn't, because the pre-orders were released before the day it came out. So I need to stop talking about this because but yeah, this book was so good. Just Reese. He's one of my all-time favorite book boyfriends. It wasn't better than A Court of Mist and Fury, but I was kind of expecting that because that book was just so good. It's my second all-time favorite book, so it would be very hard to top that. But yeah, I think that this is actually my second favorite read of 2017 so far. Then I got The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This book has been in my wish list even before I got into the book community. It's kind of crazy. I have no idea why it took me so long to get it. This book is kind of a classic in the YA genre, but if you don't know what this is about, it's about Charlie, and he is a wallflower. Basically, he's a very shy and introverted and socially awkward kid. He doesn't really participate in life, basically. He just stays in a corner and watches everything happening. He doesn't do anything about it until he meets this group of people, and they kind of change his life around. This book deals with a lot of important topics. I don't really want to say anything about them because that is kind of a spoiler, but this book is very, I don't know how to explain. It's very emotional, and it's one of those books that will stick around with you for a very long time, and they really make you think about life. And I don't even have words to express my feelings about this book, but it's such a deep and thought-provoking novel, so I highly recommend you to go check it out if you haven't, which you probably have. Then I got It's Not Summer Without You and We Will Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. This is the second and third book of the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, and this is a really fun and cute summer cute contemporary series. I really like the first and the second novel, not so much the third, but it's still a very fun series. It's about this girl, and every summer she goes to a beach house with her mom and her brother, and also her mom's best friend, which is kind of another mom to her, and her 2 sons. Belly has always had a crush on Conrad, the older boy, and Jeremiah, the other boy, has kind of always been a best friend to her. But the summer of the first novel is when everything changes. They finally notice that she's not a little girl anymore. Things get interesting. Like I said, very cute and very fun series to read. Then I bought Revenge, Ice Cream and Other Things Are Best Served Cold by Katie Finn, who is also Morgan Matson, one of my all-time favorite authors. This book is the second in the series, and basically this series follows Gemma. She just broke up with her 2-year-old boyfriend, and she was going to go to a summer program with him, but because they broke up, she can't do that anymore. And her mother is going to Scotland, and she can't really go with her either. So she has to go to the Hamptons with her father. And she hasn't been in the Hamptons a long time, because the last time she went there, a lot of stuff happened. And that stuff wasn't good at all. She kind of hurt a lot of people, but when she goes, she tries to turn things around. And in this book, basically the title says everything, just word. And I don't want to get much into it, but these books are really fun and really easy to read. They are the perfect beach read, they are very light, but the only thing that I don't like very much is all the drama. It's kind of much drama for me, and some things I cannot understand. It's still a fun series to read. And then I got A List of Cages. The first time that I ever heard about this book, it was Emma Books. And she talked about this book like it was the most amazing thing ever. And the way that she spoke about it, I had to pick it up. And I obviously did. And I didn't regret it at all. This book follows two main characters, Adam and Julian. Adam is a senior, and because he's helping the school's psychologist, he kind of has a task to bring the student to her. And that student ends up being Julian, his old foster brother. But Adam realizes that Julian is very different from what he used to be, and that he has some secrets about him. So Adam kind of like takes Julian under his wing and kind of starts to realize what went wrong with Julian throughout the years that they were apart. This book is the sweetest thing that I have ever read. I don't want to get much into it because I will talk more about it in my wrap-up, but this book is just fantastic. It's about friendship and just kindness, and it's one of those books that will change your life when you read them. So I know I have recommended you the other books that I've hauled today, but if you take my advice on any, please do on this one, because I don't even have words. Just read it, please. I think that everyone has to read this book. So that was it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And you can also check out my previous video. And I hope that you can stick around with me. So please subscribe. Bye!